again to Buenos Aires, the capital of Argentina. I've done a few inline skating trips already. What I want to do now is take this bike lane. I see a huge bike symbol right there. So I want to take that. That's Córdoba.
That's right. While skating on Avenida 9 de Julio, the widest street of the world, people, according to the Guinness Book of Records. Check out this video. My attention had been drawn to Avenida Córdoba as it has this clear sign for a bike path. There it is, on the left, Avenida Córdoba. It's one of the main streets in the city, likely named after Córdoba. The street is from 1880 and became a one-way street in 1967. Now here are the 48 barrios of Buenos Aires, and as usual I'm very interested in exploring the city in its totality, not just the touristy stuff. So in my most recent trip I left the city center and skated southwest. And what will I do today?
Well, and then I'll just continue west and see where the wheels take me.
That's right. I will do something similar today, leaving the city center, but then heading to the northwestern direction. That's the Porsche side, as explained in my previous video. And there I go, all the way down Avenida Córdoba. Avenida Córdoba is about 8 to 9 kilometers. And as it turned out later, I would almost always be at the border between barrios. San Nicolas, Retiro, Recoleta, Balvanera, Almagro, Palermo via Crespo, ending up in Chacarita. And here's a Google Maps displaying Avenida Córdoba as a blue line. And I started right over there, went west, saw a lot of different things, buildings, barrios, neighborhoods, Buenos Aires urban flavors, if you will.
We're definitely gonna make it into authentic Buenos Aires. I love this.
Yeah, I followed the Avenida Córdoba bike lane until a street called Jorge Newbery, right over there, the red arrow. That's where the bike lane ended. And only 3 blocks further down the road, the whole Avenida Córdoba ended. So I formally did not make it until the very end of Avenida Córdoba, but instead I went south and took along the last stretch of Avenida Corrientes, one of the most famous streets of Buenos Aires.
You can see here a sign warning turning traffic to be aware of the pedestrians and cyclists going straight ahead. I don't take that for granted, so I better be careful because there may be buses involved as well. See, here we go. Yes, thank you. So, again here. Alright, we're good. Yeah, so check out this huge bike symbol here. Right here. Cool. Yeah, Buenos Aires has quite a well-developed cycling infrastructure. And in many parts of the city, also outside the city center, I've seen bike lanes pop up. So typically, at an intersection, they're called green. Draw attention to them, as here. The quality for inline skating varies. That's a fair statement to say. After having gained experience here inline skating, Buenos Aires. I mean, it is a huge city. The metropolitan area has 14 million people. Love it. Really has this big city vibe. Dynamics everywhere. Great place to inline skate as well. And hone your urban inline skating skills. That's for sure. Honorable mention, this intersection of Córdoba. I just came from there. And Montevideo. Avenida Montevideo. I just came from Montevideo a few days ago. So for me this is an honorable mention. This intersection. Okay, downhill stretch. And mind the turning cars here. Kind of square here. Seems like, what is it? This may be the medical faculty of the University of Buenos Aires. Yes. Let's check it out. think I may be right. Oh. Let's see if I can pull this off. It's not always easy. Yes. There we go. Lots of young people. That would kind of be evidence for this being some kind of institute of learning. Ciencias Médicas. Oh yeah, there it is. Universidad de Buenos Aires, Facultad de Ciencias Médicas. Nice. Impressive building. Big. Medical faculty. Well, that's nice to have stumbled upon this. As regular viewers know, I work at the university myself, so I always like to visit campuses. I wouldn't call this a campus, but at least buildings of universities worldwide. Let's go a little closer. There's the logo of the university. And the logo of the medical faculty. Merging in with students. Seems to be some kind of entrance here as well. Oh, look at this. This is the Faculty of Pharmacy and Biochemistry. Back to the bike lane. Whoa. So, you know what that was? That's it, I still have the green light, people. Not for long. Alright, here's the bike lane again. Here we go. There we go. Here's the metro station of the faculty. Facultad de Medicina. I already passed this part, but I didn't see it. And over here, Association de Docentes. Ah, no, the Economical Sciences faculty. Faculty of Economics.
Yeah, the Faculty of Economical Sciences may be the largest faculty of the University of Buenos Aires, but another big faculty is the Faculty of Law. It's situated more to the north. There's 24,000 students and I would encounter it during my bike trip. Still upcoming. But for now, let's continue because something impressive was coming up.
Not surprisingly, right next to the medical faculty is a big hospital. With huge murals over there. Hospital de Clínicas, right there.
Yeah, let's take a moment here to discuss these murals, because there's a lot more to them than I realized. They were finished in 2019 to commemorate the 25th anniversary of the attack on the building of the AMIA, the Argentine Israelite Mutual Association. Actually, I remember this attack. It happened on July 18th, 1994, when a bomb truck drove inside the building and exploded, and more than 300 people were injured and 85 were killed. It was, and still is, the deadliest terror attack that Argentina has ever seen. Turns out that only a mere 4 months before I was here, so in April 2024, an Argentine court ruled that it was carried out by Hezbollah. Let me show you a better picture of the murals. They represent a scene from just after the bombing, on the left, a scene from inside the hospital after the attack in the middle, and on the right is a mural about the injustice of the unsolved case. I gotta say, right there on the spot, they were impressive murals. Although I had to continue on along Avenida Córdoba.
And again, I was already here 10 minutes ago, but I turned over here. That's a cyclist that wants to pass. The guy was also smiling at me. Yeah. I really like the vibrant atmosphere at the university campuses. All those young people, that's one of the things that I like about my current job as well. All those interactions with students. Fun times over here. We have a green light. I guess we have to demand our space here. I'm gonna go ahead and demand my space. There we go. Interesting to see that the local cyclists were waiting. I'm not sure if that's an Amsterdam thing or something, that you just claim your spot on the road as a cyclist or as an inline skater. But they followed my example, and now I have 3 cyclists behind me, the 3 ones that were waiting while I passed. Yeah. I have to hurry. My hometown is Amsterdam and has been for the last 20 years. And cyclists rule the city there. It's a bike-centered city, so you know how to claim your space there as a cyclist. And cars have to be submissive. And I take that kind of approach with me when I do biking and inline skating abroad. For the good or the bad, I should say. Why don't we go to the airport? I will be there in 4 days. Unfortunately.
Hold on. Being a lover of public transportation systems worldwide, I want to give shout out to this metro station over here because it's named after the street that I'm skating at, Córdoba.
I've really enjoyed my stay in South America. Made tons of videos. I started in Chile, Santiago, went to Montevideo, Uruguay, and ending up in Buenos Aires, Argentina. And I don't think I want to go home. But you know, I have to. I am definitely about to enter a residential area. Look at all the residential towers here. One after the other. Cool. Look at this interesting setup here, the yellow setup. I think those are license plates. I think it's a sign that your license plate is being monitored. What is very interesting is that the license plates are changing, so it looks like they're displaying live which cars are here. Really? That's impressive. I cannot check it. I have to watch the traffic. Still on Avenida Córdoba, the road I've been at since the start of this video. And I've only been following a bike lane. Cool.
Yeah, right there at that previous intersection, the barrio of Palermo started on the left-hand side, so on the right-hand side after I'm done with 360. Now, Palermo is a really posh neighborhood, and I'll be visiting it by bike in an upcoming video, so stay tuned.
And there is still more to come. So look at this sign over here. So the road will split apparently. Córdoba will continue, and to the left is a road with a, I would say, a unique name. Avenida Estado de Israel. Probably that means Road of the State of Israel. I did read that in Buenos Aires there is the largest Jewish population of South America. I am gonna stay loyal to Avenida Córdoba, so turn right here. Although there is also a bike lane going to the left. I'm gonna turn right here. Why not?
Yeah, I sat down on that concrete right there. Got myself a little break. I got some food, some water, and simply chilled out, enjoying the city life unfold in front of my eyes. But little did I know I was looking at a unique spot over there in the distance. And let me show you where I'm at. Here's the city of Buenos Aires, and we are over here. Right there. And the highlighted part here that you see is the tip of Barrio Villa Crespo. And here it is, displayed on my usual map. Now Villa Crespo has traditionally been the epicenter of the Jewish community of Buenos Aires, itself the largest Jewish community in South America, as mentioned in the video a minute ago. And that does explain the name of the street we just saw. In fact, Avenida Estado de Israel forms the eastern border of the barrio of Villa Crespo. And there's something unique about that junction over there, depicted right now by this red arrow. And let's turn to Google Street View to show you this spot in more detail. Just for reference, I am currently over there taking my break from inline skating, and this picture tells you right away that I'm looking right at this intersection. And if we turn 180 degrees at this intersection, there's a unique sight here. This is the junction of Estado de Palestina and Avenida Estado de Israel. In other words, it's a junction of a street called State of Palestine and an avenue called State of Israel. I would say this is a unique site. I've never seen this before. At the same time, this site is also sobering given everything that's going on in the Middle East right now. And I guess it's fair to assume, although I don't know if it's true, that this unexpected intersection in the authentic parts of Buenos Aires was designed this way to signal a hope for a solution. By all means, this is a unique spot that I wanted to share with you because obviously I missed out on it while on skates there. But now let's go back to my break time.
There it is, my first inline skater. Encountered in Buenos Aires. And immediately there was this sign of recognition. He gave me the thumbs up. And I said hi. It's always good, you know. I heard him coming because he said, hey. Yeah, so I'm gonna stay on Córdoba. That's awesome too, by the way. A traffic light just for bikes. Decent downhill stretch coming up. Which will likely also have a nice view associated with it. Cobblestone roads, you see those every now and then. I wonder if this is some kind of reality show. Looks like it. The hosts and then the couples that participate in it. I never watch those kind of shows. La Isla de las Tentaciones. There is a main highway, I think, crossing here in elevated fashion. And that's where I just came from. But I'm still at Córdoba. Alright. Arroyo Maldonado.
21 kilometers of a storm sewer below Avenida Juan Bautista Gusto. Here's a picture of the inside.
That looks like a plant except for the castle-like towers on top of it. That's very interesting.
Yeah, that's one odd-looking building there. And how cool that it resurfaced to the public eye after a bridge was demolished. Wow. Did a little bit of research online, and many different uses were claimed. From perfume plant to Salvation Army headquarters. Some people claim there were brothels in there. What a mystery.
Road again. It's pretty decent to me. Yes. Wider streets, for sure, believe me. Wider streets. I guess more space to park the car. Less through traffic. That's also because I'm on the secondary road. These gaps are terrible. You really have to watch them. See more cobblestone roads. That car is parked there. What the heck? That's odd. It's on the car lane. not gonna try the cobblestone roads. Like to avoid them if I can. Okay. Folks, I have big news for you. Big news. The bike lane is ending right here. We're still on Córdoba. Let me take just a little bit of the normal road, but hey, wow, we have been doing one bike lane on Córdoba Avenue for almost 1 hour and 15 minutes and 8.5 kilometers. That's cool. That's very symbolic. I think I'm gonna turn left here toward the subway line, but not before I give you a 360. We're at Maure, and I guess this is still Córdoba. Yeah, it's still Córdoba. Wow. I think in the back is Avenida Corrientes. That's really close to a subway station. I don't know the name by now, but I'll find that out soon. This is Avenida Forest. Alright. And then we are turning right over here. There should be a metro station right there. So let's see if that is correct. I think I already see it over there. Not sure if that is a metro station. Ah, train station even. There's a train station there. It's a transportation hub even. Okay. Cool. Go. Let's not take the bus lane for now. Ferrocarril General Urquiza. Here's the subway station. Federico Lacroze. Okay. Oh. You gotta see this one. Look at that. I have to look up what that is. Oh, it's a cemetery. Cementerio de Chacarita. Cemetery. Big one, I think. And here's an entrance at least to the subway station. Alright. Alright, so we're done. At the beginning I said it was going to be a short trip, so let's see how short it was. Relatively speaking, perhaps it's short. 9.4 kilometers, 1 hour and 20 minutes. Let's stop the counter. So what is cool about this trip, is that for almost the full duration of the trip, I just followed one road and one bike lane. And I ended up at a transportation hub that I've never seen before. I didn't even know it existed. And that's what I like about these kind of trips, right? We went through authentic parts of Buenos Aires, let the wheels decide where to go. Only requirement being a subway station being nearby. So I'm gonna call it quits. Thanks for joining me in the city of Buenos Aires. The subway back to the city center. With, of course, my inline skates with me.
There will be a lot more exploration on wheels coming up. I would make my way southwest to the notorious Via Soldati. I also used bike wheels to explore the city of Buenos Aires. I made my way with my bike to Palermo, which is a very posh area, as well as to La Boca, a neighborhood with some key highlights but definitely also rough on the edges. Truth be told though, I'm not a fan of soccer, but even I knew Boca Juniors, and here you see its stadium. So stay tuned and subscribe if you want to see more of Buenos Aires from all different angles, but always on wheels. Yeah, and I recently shot some Wheels Abroad action videos in Riyadh, the capital of Saudi Arabia. That was quite something. That will also come up in the next few months, so I really have my work cut out for me.